Guys, the new Fancy Nation merch is here. There are so many cool outfits. You can even buy the suit I wear in my videos. Guys, be sure to join the group in the description. Top 10 Tuesday, guys. We are back. Guys, we're back with another Top 10 Tuesday video. And today we're taking a look at the top 10 Piggy chapter endings. And guys, we all know that there are a bunch of chapters in Piggy. And all of them have very different endings. So basically, in this video, we will rank them all from 10 to 1. And basically, the ending that is at the number 10 spot is the worst ending. And the one that is in the first spot is the best ending. Now guys, before we start, just know that I did not include chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3's endings, because basically their ending is very simple and there's nothing special about it. There's literally no story to those endings. But yeah, anyways guys, let's get started with our second top 10 Tuesday. Alright guys, here we go. So the top 10 Piggy chapter endings. So let's actually jump straight into this with the first chapter ending. And guys, this one will be the worst one, okay? And then the next one will be a bit better, and the very last one will be the best ending. But anyways, the ending that comes at the number 10 spot in this video is the chapter 4 ending in the forest map, guys. And basically guys, this is the very first cutscene we get at the end of a chapter, because once again, chapter 1 and chapter 3 had no endings. So in chapter 4 we actually see this radio, and somebody's actually trying to talk with us. And guys, in chapter 5 we actually know who this is, and that is Mr. Potato. But yeah, that's actually everything we get in this ending. So we basically see a radio and nothing else. But once again guys, I do not hate the forest map. It's actually my favorite Piggy map in the game. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the number 9 spot, which is chapter 6, the hospital ending. And guys, this ending is not very special. Basically, we escape to the hospital's rooftop with Bunny, and we're supposed to meet Mr. P there with the helicopter, which would be really cool. But the thing is, Mr. P actually escaped, or to be fair, he actually left us behind because he thought the player was infected. But anyways, this ending actually gave us no information about the story. The only thing we see from Mr. P is actually a note on the roof, which tells us that he's doing this for our own best. And after that, we go back down into the hospital map with Bunny. So basically, escaping this map was pointless, because we literally went back down again. Alright guys, so the number 8 spot of this video, chapter 9, the city ending. And guys, the city map is really challenging, alright? It's one of my favorite maps, but like, the ending isn't really impressive. The thing is, we get to know a bit more about Pedro the Pony and Sissy, but once again, Pedro and Sissy aren't that important characters in the Piggy story. So the only interesting part about the city ending is that we see George Piggy behind the dumpster, but we can't actually see him. We see a shadow of him. So it was a pretty good cliffhanger, but it wasn't really anything special. And once again guys, this is my opinion, so be sure to make your own top 10 chapter endings list in the comments down below. Alright, anyways, the chapter ending that got the 7th spot of this video is chapter 8, the carnival map. And basically, this ending is actually really good, because we actually meet 2 new characters in the game, which is Sissy and Pony. And we also see a picture of Mrs. P, which basically started this rumor that Mrs. P is the evil person. But anyways, the only reason I like the ending is because we meet 2 new characters in the game. But once again, Sissy and Pony aren't the most important characters in the story, so that's why I don't place this ending in the 3rd place or 2nd place. But anyways guys, moving on to the next chapter ending, which is chapter 5, the school ending. And guys, the school map, in my opinion, is one of the worst maps, because basically we have no new items, apart from the carrot of course, but like, there aren't any special items really, so like, the school map isn't that unique. But anyways, apart from the map, the actual ending is very good, because we actually meet Mr. P, guys. And once again, we all know that Mr. P plays a huge role in the Piggy story, so you know, to meet the main villain of the story for the first time is actually very important. But also, in the scene, the player actually doesn't feel well, and then we end up in the hospital, and in this hospital we like hallucinate Doggy in front of us, but we also see Bunny walking right next to us. So it was actually a pretty good cliffhanger, because some people actually thought that we were infected. Alright guys, moving on to the 5th spot of this video, which is the chapter 10 ending, the mall. And guys, the main reason why this is such an important ending is because we actually find George Piggy. And once again guys, George Piggy has been missing for the previous 9 chapters, so the fact that we finally found him was a really big step in the story. But yeah, George Piggy also shares some information about his family and what happened that night. So guys, we get a lot of information with the story, but once again, meeting George Piggy is the main reason why this ending is so good. Alright, so the chapter ending that gets the number 4 spot is the chapter 11 ending in the outpost map. Now guys, the reason this ending is so good is because a lot of things happen in this ending. So firstly, we're just about to enter this secret facility, and basically we know for a fact that Mr. P is in here, but once we are about to enter this facility, George Piggy actually appears from behind and lures a bunch of military piggies to us. And the reason George Piggy is alive is because he wants revenge for what Mr. P did to his family. But once again, since George Piggy actually lured all of these military piggies, Sissy and Pony had no choice but to stay behind. And guys, this is where a lot of people thought Sissy and Pony would become infected, and also a lot of people think that Pony confessed his love for Sissy right there, and that could very much be the case, but I'm not completely sure, guys. But anyways, the player and George Piggy actually enter this facility. Well, we already know what it is. It's the plant map, and basically, guys, Mr. P does not look the same. We literally run into him looking like a mechanical potato, and a lot of people thought that Mr. P had become infected, and I personally thought that Mrs. P had something to do with this, but we actually never saw Mrs. P in the last chapter. But anyways, Mr. P gave us a bit more story, and he kind of confused us because he was like telling us that he tried to help us, but then he failed to help us, so like people weren't really sure if he was a bad or good guy. But anyways, at the very end, he actually warns us to not follow him because we will all die. So yeah, the outpost ending is one of the best ones because it gives us a lot of information and it's very long in general. But anyways, guys, before we show the top 3 Piggy chapter endings, be sure to leave a like if you want more top 10 Tuesday and subscribe to join the Fancy Nation. It really helps me out. But anyways, guys, the third spot in this video is the chapter 12 ending, and to be more specific, the bad ending. So basically, guys, this ending gives us a lot of information once again. Mr. P kind of tells us what happened to George Piggy's family and what they did in the hospital. But yeah, we got a bunch of information, but the thing is, the bad ending gets interrupted because Badgie appears from behind and literally knocks down the player, and a lot of people actually think that the player becomes infected at the very end, which could be the case. But guys, be sure to comment down below to tell me what you think. Do you think the player becomes infected in the bad ending? Alright, anyways, guys, the second place spot, and you already know that I have to mention the chapter 7 ending, the metro map. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the ending where Bunny is left behind, and this is by far the saddest ending, guys. And the reason I put it on the second spot is because of how greatly the community reacted on this ending. Like literally, guys, people freaked out. And once again, if you don't know what happened, basically Bunny drank a potion and she was slowly becoming more and more sick, and in the metro map she could actually not move, so she was not feeling well and sitting down on the floor, and basically the player had no choice but to leave Bunny behind. And guys, we know for a fact that Bunny is still infected because of the chapter 12 ending, but yeah, chapter 7 had one of the biggest reactions in the community, maybe even bigger than chapter 12 if I dare to say that. But anyways, guys, the number 1 spot of the top 10 Piggy chapter endings goes to the plant map, which is chapter 12, but not the bad ending. It's actually about the good ending, because guys, if you do the good ending, basically you leave the plant map and you see Sissy and Pony, and at the very end George Piggy actually mentions that we're gonna find the cure, which basically confirms that a sequel to Piggy could very much happen. And obviously that is the greatest ending to Piggy 1 to confirm that Piggy 2 might happen. And not only that, guys, but after the good ending, the credits roll and we see a bunch of story, such as pictures before the infection, so we can literally see Granny Pig running the poutine store, and also the military piggies in the outpost map not being infected. But guys, the most important part that we see in the chapter 12 ending, or should I say the credits, is that Bunny is still infected. So that basically confirms that Bunny is not dead, and there is still hope to cure Bunny in Piggy 2. And guys, if you want some Piggy 2 predictions, be sure to let me know by leaving a like. But yeah, anyways, guys, this has been Top 10 Tuesday, and thank you so much for watching this video. And once again, leave a like if you want more of these Top 10 Tuesdays, and subscribe to join the Fancy Nation. Before we end off this video, let's actually watch the credits one last time, and then we will do the outro, so guys, enjoy the credits.
She lay down her wings and her halo, feet to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Try as she might, she couldn't dim her glow. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. With no writing on the walls of the sky, there are thousands of reasons why, but the tangle had grown like a vine, and her heart knew it was time. She picked up a spade and an apron, with a smile, with a smile, with a smile. With every moment they were taken, feeling fine, feeling fine, feeling fine. Dear heart, dear soul, dear memories, please remember me, made of light,
And a special thanks to all my members. If you don't know what a membership is, it's basically a great way you can support my channel for a small monthly fee. And in return you get cool perks such as shoutouts in my videos, behind the scenes footage, bloopers, and even early looks on my upcoming videos. So guys, if you're interested in becoming a member, be sure to click the join button on the front page of my channel. And a special thanks to Dr. Dark Matter, General Mark Zamato, Pure Shaggy, Doggo1, Cyber Harrison, Rosa Tenemia, Evie Boy, Gavin McFlurn, Piggy Devil, and Kylinda for being fancy tier members. I really appreciate your support. Alright, anyways guys, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Peace!